Hey race fans, I am here with the amazing and beautiful Samantha Tan.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you. So we're here actually at it's GT World Challenge here at COTA, and this is not your first time you've been at COTA, is it?
No, I've been coming here ever since like 2015 actually.
And were you here for the 24-hour series?
I was here for the 24-hour series in November.
Yeah. One of my questions I was going to ask you is it's such when you do a 24-hour series, right? Mm-hmm. Is it more important to be mentally strong or physically strong?
It's a bit of both, definitely, because you're awake for such a long period of time. But here at the 24-hour COTA, it was actually split into 11 hours and 13 hours, I believe. So it was a bit easier, but yeah, definitely going into the later hours of the night when you had to do like a really late stint, the mental definitely comes into play, and also the physical, just being like awake and ready to go whenever, right?
You have to be on the go, like just
right. Like, get in the car now.
That's awesome. Well, how long have you been doing racing for?
6 years now, actually. I started in 2014.
How'd you get into racing?
It all started with my dad. He's a really big car and race fan. So when I was a kid, he used to like drive me to school in his M3, and I was such a speed demon. I would always be like egging him on, telling him to go faster. So when I was like 4 years old, he bought me like a little Power Wheels Jeep, and I actually used to like drift it around my house. So I was definitely like really interested in cars from a really young age. And when I finally got to drive my first race car and be on the track for the first time when I was 14, I was in a Ferrari actually, and it was an incredible experience, and that was the moment that I decided that like I wanted to be a race car driver too.
That's awesome. Oh, you like Ferraris, don't you?
I do. That also comes from my dad. Yeah.
I was gonna say, because your Instagram, you have some Ferrari pics.
Yes, I do. Those are all my dad's toys, but he lets me drive them sometimes.
Do you have a Ferrari yet or not yet?
No. Nope, not yet.
Not yet is the key word.
Hopefully one day.
Hopefully one day.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So let's see. So you've been. What's been your favorite race so far that you've done
this season?
Or how about tell me about your biggest career high, and then we'll go with the career low too, obviously.
So career high, I think 2 races come to mind. The 24-hour of Dubai that I just ran in January. That was my first international race, and it was just an incredible experience. But unfortunately, it did get rained out. We ended like 7 hours into the race, so that was really unfortunate, but I had a great time. And also I think it was Portland last year with Pirelli GT4. Came second and third I think that weekend, but my second when I came second, I was like battling really hard with a Mercedes for like the last 3 laps, and it was just such an incredible battle. And I came out second, which was a lot of fun. So those were definitely my 2 career highlights.
What about your career low?
Oh yes, unfortunately, I think it was 3 years ago. I was running in TC in a BMW M235 at Road America, and I came into the kink a bit too hot. Kind of understeered off the track at exit, tried to rejoin, and then my right tire basically hooked on the pavement, and I went into the wall at 100 miles per hour. They red flagged the race because of that, but I walked out, sprained my ankle, but got back into the car a week later.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Yeah. But that's crazy. You only had a sprained ankle and that was it?
And that was my own fault too, because I had kept my foot on the brake pedal when I hit the wall. So if I had, taken it off like I should have, I would have been completely fine. Oh my God. So shame on me, I will never do that again.
You're like, never. I can't. I mean, I just did a hot lap, and let me tell you, I did a hot lap yesterday, and I got like bruised here, and I'm like, I don't know how you guys do. I just don't know. Do you know what I mean? There's no people cannot comprehend how much you get thrown around in the car.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
It throws you around, and you're lucky that you only got a sprained ankle. By the way, that's intense. That's so intense. Tell me about do you have a bucket list of races that that you just, or series that you want to do?
So Nürburgring is definitely on my bucket list. I'm actually going there early April to get my license, so I'm super excited. Never been there before. Definitely an incredible track. Also Spa, definitely on my bucket list. That's also like an amazing track that all my teammates, I'm sure, have been to, and they're always like raving about it. And then lastly, I do want to participate in Le Mans sometime in my career, hopefully very soon in the future. That's definitely a career milestone that I want to get to.
That's awesome. That's way awesome. I like it. Le Mans on my list too.
Yeah,
we should go together.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's just start our team. We'll do it. That's awesome. Okay. Well, and I do have to ask you, just being a female driver, it's not easy.
No.
What do you think the biggest misconception is about being a female driver that other people have? What do you encounter?
For me, I think the first thing that comes to mind is that we're like pushovers, that we're not as aggressive, but I've definitely proven everybody wrong in that aspect. And, I've had some people push me off track sometimes, and you just got to like hold your ground and be like, no, I'm not going to move. This is my spot. It's mine. You're not going to get it.
That's awesome. No, that's good.
Yeah.
You definitely do. So I didn't realize that, to be honest, I didn't realize I thought maybe you were going to tell me something different, but I didn't realize that, you can get bullied off of the track.
Yeah.
And that's insane. And that's not cool, because you do have to stand your ground as a female. It's important to do that. And so I'm glad you do, though.
Thank you.
You don't back down. That's one thing. Not back down. I think that's probably one thing I admire about you a lot as a driver, and as a race car driver. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and I think another point to touch on is a lot of female drivers like taking photos.
Yeah.
In front of the car or something, right? And like, even if you are a car model, that doesn't mean that you don't have the skills to be a good driver. So I just want to put that out there for all the girls,
Good. No, I think there is, I think that it's hard being a female because there's
so many misconceptions,
that you can't look at Leah. I mean, if I had let's just say if I had a Ferrari, I'd be like, hey, on my Ferrari, and having fun. And then the minute you do that, some people don't take you seriously.
Exactly.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of that? Because you do, I do love your Instagram, though.
Well, thank you.
Your Instagram,
thank you.
By the way, you guys have to follow her on Instagram. She's amazing. She has awesome car pics, fun car pics, and you just are awesome. But do people not take you serious sometimes? Do they think you're just...
Yeah, sometimes, I think, 2 or 3 years ago, I got a comment on one of my photos, stop taking photos in front of the car and, go out and practice or something instead, right? And I was just, taken aback. I was like, I am practicing, I'm like, this has nothing to do with it, I'm still going to go out there and prove myself on track, so... Shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't matter. No,
I'm just having fun.
You are having fun, and there's no reason why you shouldn't have fun.
Yeah.
You should be enjoying it. The male race car drivers do, so why can't you? Right?
Exactly, and they don't get questioned. What's with that?
I know. How many times do you see the male race car drivers posing like a boss? Like this. It's like no one cares.
Yeah,
no
exactly,
one cares,
exactly.
Right? And then also you are beautiful,
thank you.
Inside and out. And so you probably have that to deal with as well. So you're just a pretty face and not. Do you have to work extra hard to?
Yeah. But I think that the results come and people are starting to see that we can hold our ground.
No, you can. And I'll just tell you, I just posted a picture with you on Twitter, and people were already like, "Oh, Samantha did." And it's she's been killing it this. She's gonna kill it this season and everything like that. And I'm like, yeah, she is.
Aww.
She is, because you are, and I think you are. And you have some fans out there. So,
yeah, that makes me really happy.
It is good. Well, that's great. What are you looking forward to most this season?
Most of the season? Well, we're definitely trying to go for the championship, so looking forward to a few podiums this season. But also Watkins Glen, I've never been to, and I heard it's an amazing track, so I'm really excited to get out there.
That's cool. I was going to ask you, what tracks on the calendar are you looking forward to? So that's perfect. Well, that's good. And COTA, is a very technical track, and you've been doing well on it. Though, and it's not, I feel like if you can handle a technical track, then I feel like you can do anything.
Yeah, good foundation, exactly.
Right? I'm like,
Yeah.
You can do anything with a technical track
Yeah.
like that. That's awesome. Well, and I want to end with one positive note. What would you say if you could tell future young girls over there in their go-karts or they're watching you and they're watching racing, what advice would you give to them?
If anybody ever tells you that you can't do it, just go out there and prove them wrong with hard work and determination. Like, you can do anything you set your mind to. Just go for it, girl.
I love it. No, it's true. It's true. And it's funny that you brought up. My dad was a big influence in me too. He took me to races, and that's how I.
Exactly. Same.
The same, right? You
Yeah.
have that passion that burns in you. So I think that's so sweet that you have that with your dad. So is your dad your biggest supporter?
Yes. He's here every race weekend, so I don't know where I'd be without him.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, it's good to have. You have to have family support. I think that's important.
Yeah.
And it's also important to surround yourself with good people. So.
Good support system.
Good support system is strong. Yes. So I always like to ask drivers too, just for something fun at the end. Do you have a favorite go-to song to get pumped up?
I feel
what is it?
It rotates, just depending on what new music comes out. I really like Havana by Camila Cabello.
That's a good one.
That's the only one I can think of right now, but also any dance music, really.
That's awesome. Do you like dance music?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually, Doja Cat rules.
Ah, nice,
Yeah.
nice. There you go. So maybe we'll have a dance party. We'll totally have a dance party. That's awesome. Well, awesome. I'm just so thrilled. It has been such an honor to talk with you. Thank you for taking the time and
Of course.
being here, because it's important, and I always try to highlight the female drivers. We have to stick together.
Thank you.
As females, we
Yeah,
have to stick
exactly.
together. So thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you. All right, race fans, here you go. And go ahead. You're on Twitter and Instagram, right?
My Instagram is Samantha Tan and Samantha Tan Racing. Twitter is STR Samantha, and Facebook is also STR Samantha.
Perfect. Make sure you're following her, race fans. She's amazing, and give her some support. So
Thank you.
Thank you so much, hon. All right. Bye, guys.